goes with the MYM still in control. Slack comes out again. Black, oh my goodness! Do it to him, Black.
2, 3. He's running into a third.
Welcome back. It is time for the next game. Joining me for this one is Chris Trout.
How you doing, Bryce?
I am doing very well. We are back
Good.
with the Pro League once again. It is great. We loved this last time round. All these teams in it now. We're actually going to watch this next game. Is going to have Momo and PD in. Significant because Aware Gaming won the Pro League last time round.
Exactly. They had Kyle and McGee with them last time, and they have parted ways, and now they're joining the Infused lineup. We've seen quite a few different teams. In fact, we actually had the Infused team in the last Pro League. They were led by Mac and Co, but they switched to a different team in the end. No, was it before or after?
It was a very complicated
It was a
series
complicated
of events.
session.
It certainly was, but the game coming up, it's going to be Infused, a team that I'm kind of looking forward to see play, and TCM.
Well, they've got some fantastic players on there. They've got Momo, so much experience under his belt. PT, a phenomenal SMG in his arsenal. We've got Watson and JT as well in their team. Both fantastic players. They were formerly with Excellency, and they were with... Ooh, who was it? I know who it is as well. The name is on the tip of my tongue, and I can't seem to get it out.
You're talking about regionals?
Yes, for regionals. Who was it? God.
I'm just going to let you struggle.
He's one of my best friends as well. Who is it? I can't. His name. Help me out.
No.
Okay.
We're going to go into this game now. and
you
jump
don't
on
know
board.
either, do
I
you?
can't remember. Infused PD is the man we're going to jump on board with, known as one of the firebrands of the scene at the moment. A lot of people looking at him to really make his mark this year. He's been a lot of people's player to watch. But now on board with Watson as he's going to drop straight away as we jump on board. Back with PD. Let's see.
Mohawk. Sorry. Mohawk it was. I apologize, Mohawk. But yeah, we are watching PT as he's going to flank around and try and take this C flag for his team. No, he's going to get shut down, but we have got 2 neutral flags and only 1 in possession of the TCM lineup. They're going to have to do something special here to come out and bring it back with this deficit they've already found themselves in.
Yeah, I mean, the B point on this map is just horrific, with JT picking up another great shot there as he picks it up with a steady aim. Going to get another one there as well, and he's now going to go try to get in a position where his team can get this back. He's already got 1 player on it. He's going Overwatch. Unfortunately, the sight line from there, not going to do much. He's going to pick up 1 though. He's going to see a second one, not able to turn that one on, and it's going to be all neutral in the middle.
Yeah, PT and Co really need to start doing something, try and get some kills on the board so they can take back this B flag, but unfortunately for them, they're being thwarted by the arsenal that is TCM, as Momo picks up a great kill with the Bison on the B flag to stop it going in TCM's way. 3 minutes 30 left on the clock, and Momo's trying to make something happen with his team as he jumps on the train. A very interesting spot to be in. He is going to jump over onto the stairs and see if he can get some kills while they're not looking.
Momo making moves. Let's see. At the moment, this is a position really just pick up a couple of kills. Looking out top white, he's going to see 1. He's going to see the second one as well. Takes him down. Shuts down the push from TCM on the B. And now Momo going to cause more trouble as he pushes back. Both teams overextending, trying to get map control away here.
Yeah, it's causing all the spawns to go all over the place. PT trying to pick up a kill. He is going to go around the corner. He is going to try and challenge it as well. Trying to find him out, but he's going to let it go. And he's going to jump into this middle building. Just defending his C flag, seeing if anything does happen. And unfortunately for him, nothing's going to happen. He does spot someone, get some tags up, but that man is going to run away and try and hide before PT hunts him down. There is a B flag being lost, and he's going to try and challenge for it. No, doesn't get the kill in the end, and he's going to get shut down. Surely TCM picking that one up.
It is. We can jump on board with Moose. Let's see what he can do here. This TCM lineup actually been in the kind of, I say, the news, the Twitter sphere a lot recently. Since Champs, they've gone through a little bit of turmoil, but it looks like they have re-solidified their roster back to pre-Champs. Obviously, Flux rejoining these boys here. Let's see if they've still got what it takes to win. As he just picks up 1. Moose picks it up. He's going to go cover his team. Another one comes through. Moose picks it up anyway. Still just demolishing people.
Yeah, it looks like TCM picking up the triple cap. This is going all TCM's way right now, as all of them are having a fantastic little game. Infused a little bit confused right now. They seem to be all over the shop at the moment. They do get a neutralize on the A flag, and they They are going to pick up the C flag to help themselves out, but with 2 minutes left, it's looking very dire for them at the moment.
It is now on board with Flux, the man we were talking about a minute ago, currently 4-4 with 1 cap to his name. Sitting on second story red. Looks like he's just on, I said, lock this map down here. Unfortunately, there's nobody he's going to be able to pick up, but his teammates are rising to it as Gunchi and Moose both pick up kills. Eventually, Flux comes out, but it's Moose who takes that kill anyway. Flux is now going to try and catch someone off the spawn bounce.
Absolutely, and we're on board with Flux. He's still looking into this red building. He's going to try and get a shot. He's going to back off because he knows he's not got an advantage there and just catch anyone who tries to vacate the spawn as he spots 2, but he is going to get shut down. And we're on board with Gunchi as he's making the push onto that A flag. Gets a nice kill in the
look
end.
At that kill feed.
Beautiful by TCM. That's all the Infused members down, but they are spawning very much in their numbers on the A flag. Gunchi going to do his best to try and hold it out, but he does get neutralized anyway. And they do have 2 flags in their name. And TCM just doing a fantastic job at keeping Infused at bay.
Flux nades raining in. Man known for his grenades at the start of this. He's known as one of the most frustrating players to play against. He's unconventional, and you can guarantee that he will have broken through your defense somewhere and will just pop up behind you.
Absolutely. Marky B doing a great job here. He's on a 7 kill streak right now, and he is going to secure B for the TCM lineup as his teammates try and come and help him out, but no, he's going to get killed just before he gets the cap, and it is neutral. And Moose doing a great job of locking down that left side, and Infused just not having much to answer right now.
They certainly aren't. The 3 of them go down once again, and TCM look like they're going to hold this lead into the second half. Lead currently neutral. It's 66-48 with 35 seconds left remaining. JT now going to pick up one bottom white. Going to try and move out. He's going to come against 2, though. Taken down by Moose. Flux, they're cleaning up. Well, kill on Watson as well. Like I said, I think this will probably stay neutral here. Neither team really able to get any kind of map control and make it. Certainly not Infused. Like, Petey's going to come out, clean that one up as well. Both teams are just going to fight over this middle area. And like I said, I don't think any team's going to really take the risk to just throw themselves at this.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Infused just going to try and damage Limitation and try and take the second half by storm. Momo just making sure no one else can cap that B. Keep the points as little as possible in the TCM favor as Infused PE is going to try and shut down the B flag. It's not going to work out, and there it is. We do have an 18-point difference going into the second half.
Yeah, we most certainly do. You know what? 18 points, it's from what we like to call the side difference. Over 21, it's kind of difficult. We always find that any number over 21 is kind of difficult to get back from. Anything under 21, realistically, is where you can come from. And it's, for me, 21 is the number because I've seen 21, when it's ended on 21 so many times that it's been turned around.
Absolutely.
But anything above that, great lead. Anything under it, very much achievable to come back from.
Well, the thing is about Domination, it is one of those that once you start get going, you're rocking and rolling. You can just bring the game into your own and just shut them out so easily. I've seen so many games where it looks very close and all of a sudden in the second half, another team has just come out swinging and the deficit is just increased by such a huge amount that it's very difficult to come back from.
It really, and you know what, the thing that really hammers it home sometimes with these point differences is exactly what these teams have to do to actually override that point difference. Now, 18 points, you have to hold 2 points to 1 for a minute and a half. And then obviously continue on with the rest of the time remaining, at least trading out or trying to get the lead. That's just to neutralise it. When you put into the time and what you actually have to do in that time, it does seem a lot more difficult. Obviously, you get a triple cap, hold it for half the time. It's a lot easier, that sort of thing. But you've got to work out what they've got to do, and that's as well as getting the advantage in the remaining time in that round.
I think what Infused need to do this half is try and be an annoyance in their spawn. Try and neutralise their home flag as much as possible. I think TCM were much better at pushing through into their spawn, getting the kills they needed, making sure that flags were either in their favour or neutralised, and denying Infused as many points as possible. I think that's what they need to do to TCM this game and try and be as much of a nuisance as possible.
For me, shut down Moose.
Yeah.
That man is just a monster, especially when he gets into those situations where he doesn't have to worry too much about his flanks and he can just kind of slay. If he's continuing going forward, if he's pushing you, putting that pressure on, that's where he likes to be. And once he's in that position, he does kind of just seem to lock onto everything that comes into range.
Well, it's also interesting because it seemed Infused were running 3 SMGs and an AR, JT using the AR at the beginning of the game at least, and Gunchi was at their designated AR, was actually running an SMG for the majority of the game. So that could also be something that Infused should look at.
Okay, let's get on board now. It's time for TCM versus Infused second half. 18 points in favour of TCM, but first of all, let's jump on board with JT from Infused.
Yep, JT's going to push down this left-hand side and see what he can pick up. Nothing too out of the ordinary, but he is going to get shut down by a man watching that side. Momo's also going to be jumping on that middle train just in case anyone does make an early push for the B flag. He knows that an enemy is on that train as he does pop up, and he's going to get shut down by Moose. Fantastic shooting by him. Watson using the Remington with the red dot sight and the grip, looking down that hallway if anyone does pop out. He's going to get charged by someone on the left. He is going to take him out as well. That's Gunshi down. That's quite a few down for TCM. Infused looking to make a push, but a little bit too reluctant to do something.
Yeah, they certainly are. Watson actually making a push there. Now, the reason that they're kind of stalling this one, Trout, is it's very, very dangerous to jump on B early. And they want complete control before they even consider it. They're actually trying to manipulate this spawn into a position. The reason PD is sitting red is they'll base their defense around here. If they can now push it and get these kills down in a string of kills, then they'll make their move. They really do not want to drop 2 down or get 2 grenades on them or something like that on that middle point. And that is what's happened as TCM have actually managed to do it. JT now coming in. They've cleaned it up. JT picks up 2. Can he get the... goes for the trophy system there, but not able to. There's only Gunshi left alive. Like I said, still neutral between these two teams. Like I said, they do not want to take that risk straight away to just jump on it and go for it, because they're cleaned up. That is one man who is no longer in the gunfight. Yeah,
I was a little bit fearful for Infused as they had such a great start, and then TCM got 2 kills on the board from Marky B, and they decided to go out for the B flag, and that's 3 down for Infused. TCM going to pick up the B flag as well, and Infused having yet again another rocky start in the domination.
They really are. Let's see what they can continue to do here as we jump on board with Watson. Just trying to hold B. Now, the problem is they need to get on B quickly. Like I said 3 minutes 13 left remaining. You've got to remember they've got to get that deficit away. So even if they manage to get this now, which obviously they've got 5 points down again, they're really going to have to hold it for a long time. Almost 2 full minutes for a 2-1 cap. And that is where the problem is going to set in.
Absolutely, and we're on board with Momo. Actually, he's going to get shut down. And it looks like TCM are doing a great job of keeping them in their spawn. We're on board with JT and his MTI. He's going to try and put some shots down. Does eventually pick up Gunshi. Just looking on his right in case something happens. A grenade just about goes near him. He does pick up Petey in the end. Trying to pick up another one. His shooting is all over the shop at the moment. He needs to compose himself and get back in it as Moose shuts him down as well. And it looks like Infused are just having a very difficult time of doing anything right now as TCM looking to take some sort of triple cap here.
Gudgeon moves, really putting up the numbers. Gudgeon picks up another one, now 10-4. Picks that one up, going to lock that one back in. His teammates actually here. The problem is 2 are going to spawn to Lumber. That is a disgusting head glitch to try and stop someone from killing you on. Wasn't really going to do it against 2, but now they have got control once again. TCM, Marky B coming down red side. He is looking for someone over logs. Doesn't see anybody there. Put a lot of shots down. Doesn't really manage to get any kills though.
Yeah, Marky B just keeping them at bay, putting some warning shots down, saying this is my area, you come near it, you're going to have a fight. Just looking over the top. He's doing a very interesting tactic of just jumping up and down, trying to keep in cover as long as possible, and he's going to pay for it, and Pete's just thinking, what are you doing, mate? And he's going to walk away and try and make something happen on the B flag as TCM are losing the B flag. It looks like Moose is going to pick up a kill, and Infused finally do pick up that B flag in their favor.
They certainly do. Moose picks up that kill as well. And you can see TCM here desperately trying to hold on. Moose actually getting shots put on, and they know he's there. He's reluctant to move at all. His teammates have got to clean out red side before that spawn will switch in Moose's favour. And now he's still there. He's being very, very patient. He's now going to wait. There's going to be a man come around finally. And Moose loses the gunfight after all that time. Unfortunately, and you can actually see the problem is here for Infused. They've really got to go for the triple cap now. Yeah,
TCM has such a great lead to start with. Gunshi gets a kill in favour. He's going to get a kill returned on him. And Infused going to try and pick up the B flag again for themselves. But it's going to be too late as there's only a minute left. They're already 18 points down. And in this half, they are down by a good 11 points, I guess. 12, something like that. And it's very difficult to come back from this point.
I mean, well, it's actually now it's impossible now. But it's one of those situations. They have fought quite valiantly here, but you got to look at Gunshi, who's really putting the pressure down. They've been massively saying Gunshi stepped it up in the second half to put some big numbers. He's 15-9, Moose 15-6. Moose has had a fantastic freight. He was great in the first half. He was better in the second, and Infused just couldn't really rise to meet the way TCM are playing.
What's interesting about this game overall over the season that's gone by is the fact that the ARs have had to adjust their game completely. They've had to become SMG slayers now. They can't just sit back with their ARs, and as fantastic as their shots may be, as versatile as they can be, an AR just on some maps like this is just not going to cut it, especially on a game mode like Domination. You need to be able to change up your game and use an SMG, and I think someone like Gunshi has adapted very, very well. He has been a fantastic player for all the years that he's been in Call of Duty.
Oh, he certainly has. And you know what? That's kind of bled through here, adjusting to using an SMG. Now, obviously, the meta was kind of just told at Champs that 4 times SMG on a lot of these maps is the way to go. Octane being one of the ones you don't, but it seems like it's working here on Freight at the moment for these teams. Obviously, TCM come away with that one with a 1-0 win. And now we'll go on to the second map. It'll be S&D right after the break. Oh, I need a drink. Hello and welcome back. It's time for map number 2. I am Brycey. Joining me once again is Chris Trout. Trout, we saw quite a comfortable first game from TCM.
It was very comfortable. I mean, TCM just had the entire map locked down from start to finish. There were a couple of times where Infused put their money where their mouth is, and they came out of the blocks and they did what they needed to do to get ahead, but they couldn't do it for long enough, and they couldn't do it when they needed to stay in the game. And I personally think it was due to the fact that 4 SMGs for TCM was run. I think that was probably the reason why the game went so heavily in their favour.
It did seem like Infused struggled to really keep a lid on TCM, but I still think there's a great team here. I actually think that Infused has great slaying powers as well, so I think that they'll kind of adapt and go forward here. I think they can go toe-to-toe with TCM. I don't think that first game is indicative of what we're going to see throughout this.
Well,
I think the S&D, the next S&D could definitely be TCM's. They're really good at S&D. Every single one of the players has known to do it time and time again. So maybe the S&D to him with... I'm kind of curious to see Infused on the Blitz, if I'm honest.
Well, if it goes to the 4th game, we have got Octane as the domination map, I believe. Yeah. So it could be that the ARs will really help out Infused. It'll be a much fairer game. We could see a very good domination side from Infused in that respect, but it seemed like on Freight they certainly need to adjust the way they play it.
Well, let's jump into the game now and see how these two teams are going to go to war on S&D. It's going to be one that kind of keep an eye on here, but like I said, I'm fairly comfortable TCM have got this S&D, especially coming off the back of that last one. I just feel like that it'll be a little bit easier for them to do that now. On board with Watson, let's see what he's going to do. He has actually got the sniper, and we would love to watch a good sniper to begin with.
Oh yeah, watching a sniper is one of the few joys of... Well, I say few, I mean one of the many joys of... I meant many. I mix up my words, just like there. I mix up my words sometimes, but watching Watson with the thermal, he is going to be looking up into apartments. Does spot one, and he picks up Marky B. He's sure that someone else is up there, and in fact, he would be...
Wrong.
He's actually next to the bus on the opposite side of the apartments.
He is 3v3 at the moment. Marky B gone down. Petey also dropped himself. Still on board with Watson, and now we're going to jump on board with JT. And like I said, they're just looking for another pick here. The problem was going to plant B, as you can see the way TCM have kind of set up their defense. They are making sure nobody goes there. They've also got somebody watching a cross map for the rotation away. Momo desperately trying to get a nade out. Does he get any hit markers? No. Now throwing down the trophy system. smoke and trophy down. He looks like he's going to go for it. He only has JT to keep an eye on him. He's going to be very careful here. As soon as that bomb goes down, he's going to have to get out. Unfortunately, JT picks up a kill anyway. Momo has managed to get away now behind Blue Bin.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this placement from Momo. He has got 2 TCM members, one going to challenge. I'm pretty sure he's no, he doesn't. And Momo, Momo just almost getting the 2 pieces to secure the victory. And unfortunately, the grenade threw him off a little bit there. Rushed his shot, and Moose picks up the 3 kills in that round.
So close there for a moment. Actually a great play when he just popped up and went for it. But Moose was quicker on the trigger than him. Wasn't able to get that second kill down as Moose picks up 3 that round and puts TCM 1-0 in rounds.
Absolutely. And we are going to be moving on to the defense with TCM. I believe we'll watch them on the attack. And it looks like Moose actually switches to Remington. He has got double nades and double tacticals on, I believe those are concussion grenades actually, just to spot people. Quite an interesting scouting technique.
No, this one there was smokes as Flux has gone straight out. And now he's continuing to push forward, but however, it does not work for TCM here as they lose 2. Now on board with Moose. He's just pre-aiming, looking for somebody. And now Marky B's managed to pick up a kill. He's got one on Momo. He's trying to bring it back in their favour. Let's see what he can do with it. Moose actually picking up the bomb for his teammate. He's still on 4. He's just being very, very careful. They know they need this plant to get it in. And they want another pick here. That is what they're looking for. They know it's going to be very, very dangerous until they get that bomb down, until they get a number down, and they can start the defenders to set up, because they'll be pinched.
Absolutely. Infused need to collect themselves and gather around the B-bomb site. If they actually organise a push on all the entrances, they could swarm this quite easily as Moose is on a 5-kill streak. There goes Marky B. It's up to Moose to try and clutch this. He does take out one. Not sure where the rest of them are. Checking the bomb site. Knows it's got to be coming from behind. Moose, a fantastic 2-piece there. Can he pick up the third? No! He's going to get shut down by JT in the end. A fantastic effort from Moose, but not quite happening.
No, JT put pay to that dream. It was not going to happen. And it will be 1-1 between these 2 teams. Moose must be just like one more kill. Could have done it. JT fortunately come through for his team and shut him down before he clutched them. It would have been a 1v3 for Moose there if he'd pulled it off.
Would have been a fantastic one at that. So Infused against TCM. It is 1-1 right now. We're going to jump on board with PT. And actually, let's get on board with Watson and see what's happening here. JT's going to be running down the left-hand side. Outside of Strip Club, he has got the Remington. Does spot one. He does pick up the first blood on Flux. He's going to get challenged as well by Gunchi. Great little push from him as he's going right into enemy lines. Momo trying to put some shots into apartments. Does, in fact, get Marky B in the end. Moose also picking up a kill on Momo. PT just looking at what exactly has happened there, trying to get a reconnaissance on exactly where the other team are, but doesn't find anything to call out to his teammate. PT and Watson going to pick up that bomb and see what they can do. He gets shut down straight away as well, and PT going to try once more to pick up the bomb.
That was brave by PT. I'm still going to go to the same place. How does he say? Decides not to take the shot. He could have slipped away there. He could have gone towards A if he really wanted to, but now it's 1v1. Moose versus PT.
He's got to go A. He's got to go A. He's got so much time, but
I think Moose thinks that's what he's doing. Moose is 7-1 against PT's 3-2.
It's quite a long rotation from him at that. I mean, PT could have had that bomb well and done now, but it's paid out. He's such a sneaky beaver here as he's going to go right back onto the B bomb site.
Did he see? I don't think he saw him coming across. Moose is now going to go check it. It's probably going to get planted before he actually gets time to check it. Moose will be like, he's over there. I've now got to go all the way back to where I was. And now PT, they've seen each other. Well, PT has definitely seen him mid-map, and it looks like PT is bugging out of there now. He knows every second that ticks down means he has a little bit less work to do.
I think Moose is just trying to wait to see if he does jump out of these windows, but he has decided to go straight for the apartments itself. He's only got 20 seconds left, so he's got to find him and do something about it.
It should be PT's now.
Yeah.
All he has to do is wait. He's checked the bomb now. He knows he doesn't have to check it again until 7 seconds. That's all he has to do. He doesn't have to check it.
And a very easy kill for PT right there. That was a fantastic play by him not to kill Gunchi straight away.
I'm surprised he popped out that early. He popped out about 9 seconds. If Moose had picked him there quickly and picked it up, he would have defused. PT obviously just making sure. He did check the bomb once, I think about 13.5 seconds, and he saw it was clear. I don't know if he might have been nervous about that he saw the entire bomb. I think that's what went through his mind. Like, did I see that clearly enough to know that he's definitely not defusing?
I think it was just you never know. Sometimes it could be
You
that
don't want to
thing.
be ninja diffused.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be ninja diffused. You don't want to be caught out, and sometimes you just got to go and check early. It's that gut instinct. You can't really explain it. You just know you got to look.
Yes, going to do, and there we go. He's going to go first picks from both teams. Momo taking down Marky B. PD also dropping. It's now a 3v3 situation. The rest of TCM not matching up to Moose's standards at the moment. Flux is the man we're on board with, though. He's 1-3, 1 kill at the rest of his team. And you can see it's just very much stalled here at the moment. Both teams looking for a pick. There's a kill's going to go down. It's Gunchu actually managed to get it. Off screen, of course, from us. But we're just keeping an eye. Still Flux determined that somebody is going to come this direction. Another kill. Gunchu picks it up. 2 for Gunchu now. It's all up to Watson. He will be in a 1 versus 3 scenario. He's only got 1 kill so far. Can he make it 4 by the end of this round? Bomb about to go down.
Absolutely. Flux going to plant the bomb, and Gunchi's got a great position on the stairs to give him cover. It is a 3v1 situation for Watson. Watson's got to do something. He might as well just go for it right now. He hasn't got a lot of time when it comes to taking out 3 people. Does get a kill on Moose on the trucks. Bit of a stranded man he was, and he is going to finally get taken down by Gunchi. Gunchi having a great round there for the team.
Oh, he really did. He just made all the kills he needed to. Finally matching up 3 kills of that round for Gunchi. He managed to pick him up. You know what? I think he was feeling a little bit of pressure there in the middle, simply because of the amount of shots it took to put him down. It was a lot.
So it is 2-2 at the moment. Very close search and destroy so far. See if someone can take the commanding lead, as Watson is going to move with his teammate Petey round to the B-bomb site. In fact, the whole Infused lineup. No, in fact, one's going to go to Strip Club Truck. Petey's going to chuck a smoke onto the B flag. Just see what can. No, in fact, he's throwing some stun grenades. Does get a hit marker, so he's aware that some people were there. Just going to see if he can make a pick quickly. Does put some shots down on the B-bomb site, getting some hit markers. Can't quite take anyone out, though.
No, he doesn't. Petey just continuing to move forward with his team here. Look at the way TCM are stacked up. Heavy B defense while watching the other side of the map for the rotation. It's a lot, very standard for a lot of teams here. Put them near the bomb site. Just keep an eye at long range. Running across the middle there without smokes can be very, very dangerous, which is why they choose to play like this. They have got control of the top hotel, though, which is a little bit of a way off their mind, because that way they don't have to worry about somebody being up there and just popping out and taking them down. But it's now coming to the point here where Infused have got to make a play. They are a man down, the time is running out, and TCM are not going to budge.
Absolutely. PE has picked up a Remington. He's looking through to the truck to see if anyone is looking around there, and Momo's going to get taken out, but JT answers back very quickly. He also picks up Flux for his troubles. We've got 2 left, in fact.
Petey wants to go for it, but there we go. He's going to get taken down. Both members dropping there in the last period. Petey really wanted to plant that bomb, but no, he couldn't do it.
It's a big round for TCM right there. They've done fantastic to bring it to 3-2 in their favor. They've got to try and make something happen in this attacking round. Give themselves a little bit of a cushion to move forward with.
Yeah, they most certainly do. Now let's see what they can actually do here. Petey actually switching to the Bison here, but it will be TCM on the attack that we go on board with. And it's going to be Gunchi, the man. Look, here goes a fast A push. Are they going to be able to pull this one off? Somebody's going to be able to see them, though. And it has. Watson managed to get 1 kill with his sniper rifle. Gunchi's not going that way anymore. Going to go up top. He's going to come and get somebody in here. No, Watson picked up another one with a pistol. Out shooting Gunchi at close range. And now they are going to be left high and dry, as you can see the swarm coming in. Moose tries to equal it back up, picking up a pistol kill of his own. Yeah,
Infused read that one like a book. And there's still... Flux actually picks up Watson that time. So we're down to a 2v2 situation. And they're both very spread out. And Flux with a reaction knife on Petey. He's got an open bomb if he does choose to go for it.
He's going back.
I think he's going to try and regroup with his teammate.
Right.
And
Moose
there it
picks
is.
him off.
4-2 cushion for TCM. Moose doing a great job. It was a very interesting situation. They were both so far apart from each other. So we watch Moose using that sniper rifle. Very easy kill on Momo. Momo looking the opposite direction, expecting Flux to actually rotate round to that bomb site. He saw how sneaky that they were being in the last game, expecting it to happen back to them.
Yeah, they were. Let's jump on board with the attack actually once again. And at the moment, TCM are leading 4-2. I think they're going to have a good chance of seeing this one out. But can Infused rally and try to get one back here? They really need this one because you don't want to go 5-2 down. 4-3 is just a lot better situation, even mentally, of what is actually happening here. JT, the man we're currently on board with, he's miles away, so Petey is going to be. Now going to switch on, but he goes down. But the kills are traded once again.
Absolutely. Momo sitting in the B bomb site. It's 2v3 at the moment in favor of TCM. They're not quite sure what to do. He is going to put up a trophy system in case they do have some grenades to chuck down on that bomb site. He is going to go for the quick plant. TCM not quite sure what exactly is happening, but they've got a hunch as to what might be occurring. So they're going to push into apartments. One of them's actually on the bomb. JT trying to put some shots down on to the pawn shop. It's not going to happen, and he's going to rotate around to Strip Club to see if he can get a better angle. Watson's going to go down to Flux. It's up to Flux to try and do something now, as he is in a 2v1 situation.
Momo had an iron in there, but he's managed to get away. It's, as I said, it is Flux to clutch now. And it looks like the problem is that he can go for the kills here, but he's got to get them both in the same viewpoint, because otherwise they will just dip away from him so quickly. Looks
like a bit of a cat and mouse game. They're all moving so hard right now. And it looks like Flux has got to do something. He is going to go for the early defuse. He's actually messed it up, and he knows that he's not going to get that defuse.
Yeah, I think he picked up the weapon there. I think he was hoping for the defuse, and then he realised, I can't do this.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him, but they do still have a round up in their favour, and they did a fantastic job in the last defense. So let's see exactly what's going to happen going forward. Moose is 11-4 right now, having an absolute phenomenal game.
It really is. So let's see them on the attack now. Infused really needed that round. Can they do it again and tie it up at 4-4? Or is it time for TCM to take it at 5-4? We'll see. They're now pushing aggressively towards B here. He actually managed to get hit there. I think that was just a concussion that might have slowed him or something.
Someone's on the B bomb site very quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Momo actually picking up the first kill. Put TCM at disadvantage. Look at that. He's actually trying to shoot through the wall. Doesn't see it. Doesn't want to get any hit markers, unfortunately. JT picking up another kill. Marky B has seen him, and he's going to give chase.
Oh, Marky B trying to make a challenge. He doesn't get the kill in the end. It's down to Flux once again for the second round in a row. Not the best push from TCM. It looked like Infused just went all out, put themselves straight on the bomb site, expecting it. Once again, reading them like a book, expecting it to go in their favor. And Infused have done a fantastic job to shut them all down.
Well, those bullets, Flux might as well have just shot himself, because he's given his position away, and the noose will now start tightening around him. If you cannot make a kill, punch and move, it's really going to go so bad against you. Eventually, they manage to get the pinch there, and it will be PD that takes him down. Your final kill cam. Infused tied up at 4-4.
Absolutely, and there's the final kill cam by PT. They just completely outcrowded TCM in that situation. TCM weren't expecting such an aggressive push from Infused at this kind of situation, but Infused reading it fantastically, came right up in their face, and TCM didn't have an answer for it.
No, they didn't, and now it's going to be Infused on the attack here. Can they make this 3 rounds on the bounce and try to tip this game in their favour? JT going straight out, but he's going to be stunned. He's thrown a grenade out, and it's going to be a very aggressive defence here from the guys from TCM. Look at that, they've pushed massively towards Strip Club. One goes down, Gutchy picking up JT, and now the rest of Infused are going to have to set up and try and blunt this push.
Absolutely. Watson watching Strip Club. Oh, he is going to get wrecked by Moose. Marky B also picking up PT there. So it's down to little old Momo to try and pull something out, as there are still 4 members of TCM left. He might as well go out and get himself killed.
Momo, known to some as the best player in the world. I say some, I mean just his brother Rel. But there we go, not able to clutch that one out. It's going to be 5-4 in favour of TCM. The aggressive defensive push there towards Strip Club managed to get them the numerical advantage, and then they just kind of, I don't think Infused knew how to react to that push.
Absolutely. It's just very, very much back and forth. They're both countering each other in such fantastic ways. None of the teams seem to expect what's happening on every single push. It's like TCM get rushed by Infused, TCM don't have an answer, TCM rush Infused, Infused don't have an answer. It's very much back and forth right now, and we're going to have to see if one team can actually do the impossible and break the deadlock. But Momo doing a great job of putting himself on that B bomb side, just denying them before they even get there. Switching to the Remington, which was a very interesting tactic, very good awareness of the game mechanics to know that he can still switch out classes. And he's just sitting on the bomb site, so with his teammates looking at the bomb just in case something happened, the trophy system saving his bacon right there, as there is also a player just popping in and out of the bomb site, making sure that nothing is there. And it looks like TCM are stalled.
He is just waiting. Refusing to do anything else here. Oh, there's just in a player there. They're gonna, is that a bloke planting right next to Momo? No, he's moved off. I thought for a second that they would just be facing opposite each other, but they weren't.
That's just the bomb.
And they're just being very, very careful. For a second, I thought he was lying on the other side, but he's clearly up top.
I think they're aware that he's there as well, but to get a decent shot on him with someone else watching Momo is a very difficult task, and they've only got 20 seconds left, so they've got to make something. In fact, he doesn't know he is there, and the bomb's going to go down. Momo doing a great job of putting himself on the bomb. Marky B answers back on Momo, so TCM have got to pick up the bomb very quickly and make something happen. PE doing a great job of watching the right-hand side. TCM still trying to get the bomb. It doesn't happen, and Watson with a fantastic two-piece with the sniper.
Watson is going to get a two-piece with the sniper, and we're going to get to see it as well. Kill cam time. He's going to see one. Bang, sit down, you go. And we're not going to see the second one, apparently. Oh, yeah. It must have been just out the other side of the kill cam.
When we saw it, he was just scoping out, which is unfortunate. But fantastic, nonetheless, by that man. It is 5-5 crunch time now. Let's see who's got the answer for this map.
It is, and it's going to be Infused on the attack, TCM on the defense. Let's see how they're going to put this one down. JT with the thermal R5. And look at that, TCM once again rushing them. There's someone actually got around the back. It's going to be Flux. Flux has managed to get in, and he's just completely broken them open. They've managed to trade it away, though. PD answering back on the Moose.
Watson just watching the backside with his sniper rifle, see if he can pick anything off. But the TCM members all behind cover, so he's not going to find much for his hoping. And it looks like he's going to just stick around that site. They do need to pick up the bomb and get the plant down. And it is a 3v2 situation in favor of Infused.
PD now going for the plant. Oh, there's going to see someone up top. Watson takes a shot, managed to get it off. And now it's going to be Flux left all alone. Unfortunately, I think somebody may have seen him there. They're definitely going to call him out. Has he been seen? I think he's been seen, and he is going to get taken down as Infused will take the search and destroy against TCM.
Very well played by Infused. Infused just seemed to have the answers when TCM didn't. They put themselves in such good positions to make sure that TCM couldn't put the bomb down. They read them like a book on so many occasions, and their positioning was so much better than TCM's in a large amount of the game that it's not really a surprise that Infused managed to take it, but they didn't make it easy for themselves.
You know what? I can't really fault either team there. There were strategies and there were counter strategies. Sometimes they paid off, sometimes they didn't. And I think, like I said, when you get those two teams and they just throw them strategies at each other, anything can kind of happen in that situation. Clearly, you know what? I thought TCM were going to edge that one. They didn't. And it does mean Infused will tie this series up at 1-1. We'll be back for map number 3 after the break. Welcome back. It's time for map number 3. It's going to be Blitz. So far, 1-1 between these two teams. TCM taking the domination, and obviously Infused taking the S&D. I am Brycey, and joining me for map number 3 is Chris Trout.
Yep, we've had a great series so far. It is one apiece. TCM having a very strong domination, and we have seen a very hard-fought search and destroy from both teams in the second map. But we're now here for Blitz on Freight, and we're on board with JT.
We certainly are. Now, see what he can do here. Currently rocking the M-Tart. Actually, kind of curious to see what people are going to be using these days, since that recent buff to the SMGs has caused a few players to kind of switch it around. Vector and the Bison coming into play a little bit more often than we used to.
Oh, the Bison is so strong right now. It's absolute machine. Still doesn't fare out at distance compared to some of the other SMGs, but close range, it's probably the best that you're going to find. But it seems a lot of people still sticking with the MTAR. Personally, on the Xbox One, not my favorite SMG, I'll be honest. I do enjoy the Vector with the red dot sight and the Bison, but that's just personal preference.
Well, fair enough. Let's see what he can do. Watson picking up 2 kills there as he continues to try and dominate this Blitz point.
Watson.
He does pick up the 3rd, but no cap from them. Currently 1-1 between these two teams as they keep going forward. It's PD now, going to push into red.
I'm going to be watching TCM quite closely in this map, because every time I seem to watch TCM, their Blitz game is just very disorganized. I'm not sure it's their strongest game mode. They don't seem to do fantastically on it. And Momo doing a fantastic job there of taking them out. Marky B actually picking up 2 kills. He should be able to get a cap for his team as the cooldown is reaching the 0 mark, but he is in fact shut down in that phrase. So it'll be interesting to see TCM. I don't think Blitz is their strongest game mode, and I'd be very tempted to say that this map is going to go in favor of Infused.
Well, let's see how it's going to happen. Currently on board with Momo from Infused, and he is just hanging out at the moment. He's quite chill. He's waiting for people to come down. Pick up one's going to be second one comes up white. Not able to get that kill, unfortunately. Watson also on the defense here. It seems like Infused have kind of just turtled in a little bit, waiting for the kills to come in. They've done that. Now time for the push out. Watson going forward, pushing through. Managed to get through on white train. Now going bottom red. Shots down, not able to get forward, and they're looking for a string of kills here so they can be aggressive and really push straight towards that Blitz point.
Absolutely, Watson just taking cover there. Some tacticals and primary grenades come flying over the trains, and he's just watching because he knows someone's coming forward. He does, in fact, pick up Moose in the end, and he's going to fly forward to the left-hand side, going to get shut down by Flux from the opposite end of the map. Marky B and Co. going to charge out of that exact point and move into bottom white. He knows someone's there. He does pick up a kill on JT. Going to back out onto the steps. No, he's going to double back into bottom white. See what he can find. He doesn't find anything. Does spot someone through that. I don't even know what that thing is, but it's a big object in his way. He does manage to put some bullets through it and pick up the kill, and it looks like TCM are going to make him pay.
Yeah, massive kills there from TCM. They're now pushing forward, looking for the spawn trap. Now, usually these spawn traps don't last that long, simply because it's difficult, obviously, with your teammates disappearing into a portal. But managed to get that Flux, but drops as he goes through. It's 3-3 between these two teams. TCM still trying to be aggressive here. However, it's being traded away. Yeah,
we had so many close games this evening with the previous matches where Blitzes just went to replays, and it was a long, hard-fought battle by some of the teams. Let's see just how, well, at this rate, it's going to be another situation where it's going to be coming down to the wire, and we might even see a replay.
Yeah, we could do. TCM Gunshy now pushing forward. He's going to drop at the same time. View JT and Watson also doing a Moose now going forward. He's trying to get another kill. He's trying to put some bullets down. Not able to get it. However, teammate there, Marky B, cleans it up. And he's going to jump straight in. Now Moose picks up another kill. Snapshot from Moose. Going to come around the corner. Is going to be taken down before he can do anything. It's currently 6-5 in favour of Infused. But Flux is going to try and tie that one up.
Yeah, he's going to come around the back. Sneaky Beaver picks up the kill. Moose there, he did a great job. He should have probably stopped sprinting in that situation. When he comes so close to the objective, you know that the team's going to be lurking around any corner, and he needed to stop sprinting. Unfortunately, he got caught mid-sprint, looking the wrong direction, and he got dropped. But Flux does get the point back for his team. And it's 6-all with 40 seconds left as he does spot a helpless JT there. And, Moose is going huge right now.
Gunge picking up kills as well as TCM continue to batter Infused in this slaying game. And they're just trying to get through. Moose now going to put it in. He should be able to get that one, and he does manage to just drop in. It will be advantage now to TCM. Moose going to continue to push forward.
Moose is a monster for Blitz on this map. I mean, I still remember his play in the last season where he got that fantastic 4-piece on MYM. It was an absolute pleasure to watch.
You know what, Marky B actually didn't have a great S&D, but he certainly turned it up in this Blitz game here. Apart from when he drops the teammate. But no, Gunshi actually dropped him here, but Marky B 15 and 9. Only adding that 9, that was going to be 15 and 8 until Gunshi decided to keep firing through the wall. But there we go, going into the second half, it's going to be 8-6 in favour of TCM.
Absolutely, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how Infused answer back from this, because usually if a team gets the lead in Blitz, it's just a very snowball type of game, but it seems like people have had a chance to play the game mode a little bit more, and they've just managed to stop the snowballing effect that I used to see very early on in this game's lifespan. Oh, Gunshi going huge with a 2-piece there. Can he pick up the third? No, he's going to go through bottom white, and Gunshi's going to chase him. Just stops him before the flag cap, and that's fantastic from him. Oh, he's got another one to challenge. Oh, no, Gunshi's going to get shut down. That was fantastic from him, and Infused looking to pick up a flag cap, and it's not going to go their way.
Marky B and Flux teaming up to take that one down. TCM pulling out all the stops here to continue going forward. They've got men deep in the end zone of Infused, and they should be able to get there. There's one person actually holding. I think it's Gunshi that's there, but PD and Momo cleaning kills out. They've cleaned house, and now it's going to be 8-6, still in favour of TCM, but it's all score draw in favour of map control.
Absolutely. Pete's going to push through red. He is going to get drop-shotted by Moose in the end. And it looks like the rest of the Infused team are going to just gather themselves while this TCM push has to be stopped. It's 7-8 right now, and
TCM
we need to see what they do.
Now.
Yep, and they're moving. Oh, they're all moving in there, and Watson gets caught out. There's going to be a flag cap in favor of TCM. They've also got players lurking around there just to follow up on that one. And it's 9-7 currently. Infused need to go back and make sure that no more caps go in the favor of TCM, as one man is actually sitting in there, and there it is, 10-7. They didn't do a fantastic job of regrouping themselves on their own portal. Instead, they were too concerned with what was going on at the other end of the map.
Now Watson now pushing forward, not able to just do anything there. Now going to continue going. It seems like he just wants to try and trade it away here. TCM are getting a commanding lead. It's 11-7, 4.30.1 seconds it will take to bring that back to a draw for them now. So they really need to start motoring. 3:13 left on the clock. PD moves forward straight through the middle.
Absolutely, and Infused just struggling to answer back on TCM, as TCM now take a 5-point lead. And they've got the entire team in there. JT absolutely destroys him. And it looks like Moose also picking up a kill. TCM doing a fantastic... There's the 4-piece by TCM. Infused just can't do anything right now. They're down by 6 points.
Yeah, it seems like this is going to be TCM's bag, really. They just seem so strong going forward. Infused desperately need to come some sort of God mode now to come back into this. It's be difficult to break down TCM as TCM continue to just push forward and be very aggressive. The problem that Infused is going to have is that TCM could just continue to overextend and trade this away if they want to.
Absolutely. 15-7 to TCM with 2 minutes 30 to go. It's still possible for Infused to bring something out of this, but they've got to get themselves together. Watson trying to make something happen. It's not going to work. And Moose just walking through people. That's what he does. He is an absolute monster. And it looks like JT doesn't know what to do with himself as the entire TCM lineup just pour into the portal and keep him at bay.
Oh my goodness, look at that. They really have that locked down. Did you know this is actually TCM's favourite Blitz map as well? This is the map they love to play. They've done it time and time again. I've seen them go up against teams on this map, and it's pretty much the same story, especially when they get in the top Blitz. They just know all the angles, they lock it down, and they continue to rain death.
Well, it speaks for themselves right now. It's 18-7, when a minute ago we had a 7-9 situation going on about 2 minutes ago, and it just shows how much this game mode can snowball if it's not kept under control. And it looks like PT just going to damage limitation for Infused, and I think it's pretty safe to say that it's TCM's map.
Yeah, it will be all over in 1 second, and there we go. They can no longer win, and that is a massive time difference. But take a look at the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. TCM Moose, 31-16 with 5 captures. Marky B at 24-16. And Gunshi 24-13. Flux actually lowest there, 9-18 with only 4 captures. Didn't have a great game as his teammates, but when you consider the amazing game they've all had, it's not surprising.
Flux was 5-13 in the first half, I think it was, with 2 flag caps. So he certainly brought himself out of his shell and answered back in fantastic fashion.
It really did, and like I said, even though this game is over, TCM refusing to let any pressure off at all, continuing to push forward. Infused desperately just trying to get more of a moral victory here, setting their heads right for the next game.
Well, it's like what Shane used to say, you know, even if the game is technically over, you got to make sure those last few kills count, you know. It certainly changes the mindset going into the next game.
Yeah, you continue to push hard. You continue to use every bit of experience. Even just to keep your fingers really warm in your head, like so that adrenaline flowing and keep going. The players know that the momentum is a massive shift in this game, so they will continue to try and use that. There, it will be 20-9 currently with 23 seconds left. I'm wondering if we're going to see any more on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. Well, there's 20 seconds left. It's 20-9 to TCM, and Infused just trying to get some kills. They're basically practicing. They know Domination's going to be a hard-fought map. It is going to be on Octane, I believe, so it's not going to be as close and compact as this one, but it's certainly going to be one that's all about the killing and all about that reaction time. So it looks like Infused maybe need to work on their freight game a little bit, as they've lost both freight games this evening.
Yeah, they certainly have. It seems like it might be the weakest map here for Infused. But fortunately, no more freight for tonight. It's going to be Octane next for Domination, as that was we said Domination was comfortable for TCM first of all. Feels like Blitz has practically slipped them into a coma there, with just how easy it was for them. They really pulled away. 21-10 is going to be the final score there. TCM did make that one look easy.
Absolutely. Infused, they had it together, and they lost a bit of focus. They couldn't make the kills they needed to. They were too concerned with making points at the other end rather than defending their portal, and TCM just set up, snowballed, rolled out, and just locked the game out for them.
Yeah, they certainly did. So join us for map number 4. It will be Domination Octane after the break. Hello and welcome back. It's going to be map number 4 you're joining us for here after the break. It's time for domination between these two teams. TCM currently have a 2-1 lead.
Absolutely. Infused, not the greatest on freight, it seems. They need to step that up a little bit.
Yeah, I think that might be a weakness for them.
Yeah. And TCM, their Octane game is pretty strong. They did lose the last map, so let's see if we see a double map for both teams. So Infused win both the Octane and TCM win both the freight, but we'll just have to see how that all works out.
Yeah, you know what? It could go either way here. Obviously, like you said there, freight seems to be TCM's map. Is Octane's going to be Infused? Will they take it to a 5th map? Scorcher is going to be the real question. And you know what? I'm kind of feeling that they might do.
Yeah, well, Infused, they certainly seem to prefer maps where it gives themselves a little bit more space to work with. Use some ARs, maybe a sniper rifle or something like that. So we could see a much more revitalized Infused team going into this match.
I feel like Infused play a little bit slower than TCM. I think that's what it is. If TCM like getting in the mix, they're very comfortable doing that. They've done it against Americans time and time again. And like I said, that is where they just like to keep the tempo of the game. Infused, for me, like I said, I think they struggle a little bit to kind of match that. And they were a bit more comfortable in S&D doing what they did, make the picks, make the kills. I'm feeling like if they can get this Octane Dom locked down that way, then if they play their own tempo, they should win it.
Yeah, well, TCM have, as you said, they've been all over the world. They played all the teams there is to play, really. So they can adopt their play style as much as they want. They've tried different things all the time. The roster has pretty much been the same except for 1 change, and Flux is now back with TCM replacing Madcat. So the team hasn't really changed much, whereas with Infused, they're a very different, they're quite a new team. They might have some familiar faces that have partnered together, so JT and Watson have partnered together, Pete and Momo have partnered together for quite a while, but together, it's basically like starting again.
It certainly is. Now on board with Moose. Seems to have got out an LMG here. He's going to continue to use it. Actually, putting his shots down doesn't actually make the hold it down, though. And it will unfortunately go in favour now of neither team as they continue to keep being neutral between themselves.
That's not great for Moose again either, because he's now got to make sure he spawns and runs to where he wants to get. So it's going to take a lot longer than it would normally, as Marky B is going to try and hold out this B flag as long as possible for his team. As you see, the gas station is going to fall over to give some cover to the teammates. Oh, Marky's going to get shut down. That's 3 down for Infused. Gunshi with a fantastic 2-piece, just trying to delay their push onto the B flag, but he does get thwarted in his efforts, and it looks like Infused are going to pick up that B flag.
Yeah, Infused got exactly what they wanted there. They wanted that string of kills so they could make the push on the B. And now Moose is just waiting for someone to pop out here, but look at that, they're still waiting in B, and he's going to see someone there. JT is the first man he's going to take down.
It's quite an interesting tactic from the Infused guys. They know that they're going to be spawning up and they're going to be looking straight at that B flag. So instead of running out, getting killed, giving them an easy flag cap, they've delayed their push, waiting for the rest of their team to come forward and give them some support and make sure they can't jump on the B flag.
There we go. The kills going down once again. TCM managed to get that string of kills for themselves. They're going to try to put it down. Watson desperately trying to hold it off. Not able to do it. That is going to be 2 for TCM now, 1 for Infused. And you're going to see that score swing slightly back in favour of TCM now, especially when they're going to go for the triple and the neutral. They have managed to get that neutralisation as well, gaining that extra couple of points for the next 10 seconds. But there we go. It should be all score draw in just a second.
Absolutely. It looks like Infused just need to do a bit more of that. They need to be in their home flag and trying to neutralize the flag, because it is far more effective to neutralize a flag than it is to cap it. If you can neutralize it, it means that one of their players has to go back and cap the flag themselves. They can't just rotate round to the next one. They've got to get it themselves. And if they do decide to rotate round to the next one, all you got to do is cap it for an easy, quick, 5 seconds or something like that. Whereas they've got to go around and cap it for the full duration.
Yeah, they certainly have. Now, Watson going up top here, trying to get some pat-up position, just on a clean house. And he's being a bit of a nuisance. That's what he's doing. He knows if he goes here and holds this position, then realistically anybody either has to go in the open like they are, or has to come and deal with him.
Absolutely. Watson just sitting up the top. It is going to slightly swing in Infused favour. Great play by him, just knowing and anticipating that kind of movement. He is going to get ended in the end by Marky B. Momo pushing up to Marky. He does take him out as well. Great play by Infused just to keep them in this area. And Octane, it can be quite easy to spawn lock people in a certain area if you do set up properly, but it looks like Momo more interested in getting the points on the go instead of trying to set up some sort of spawn lock, and he is going to get the neutralize, hopefully. No, Moose shuts him down before he... in fact, he did get it, and that's going to be some nice points in the favour of Infused.
It is, and there we go. They're just going to get it Infused now in the lead, 50-42. PD managed to pick up the kill there, holding him off a B as TCM all spawn up and come rushing out. They really need to get some sort of map control here if they want to come back. Infused seem quite happy to just sit back and go, you know what, come out into the open, let's see what you can do.
Well, it looks like TCM are organising the push. They're having a communication to each other as Petey does, in fact, go down to the hands of Flux. Moose picks up Momo. Flux picks up JT. That's 3 down. They've got to push for it, and it looks like they are going to pick up the flag as all the Infused members do spawn out, and they're still taking it. It's taking quite a while to pick it up, and TCM do, in fact, get that flag back. So it's time for them to start pushing it. It looks like they want the 3rd flag. They want the triple cap. They don't want to be behind going into the second half.
No, they're really doing. Moose currently running around with a pistol. He's going to get a second kill there. No. Has to duck out. Back out with the R5. Now, TCM have managed to just lock it down here. They can come back into this one. However, somebody has gone around the flank to try and take C away. That should be neutral. No. Been taken down. Great nade by Marky B. Actually took down Momo on the flank. And now Moose is going to go for the neutralization. Yeah,
he's going to try and cap this as well. He hasn't got any support, so he's got to make sure something happens for himself. He does get his specialist bonus.
Oh, he's still alive.
He's neutralized it. Is he going to take one down? Trying it. Oh, he pulls out a pistol. Fantastic by Moose. What a monster. He is going to pick up that flag for his troubles, and they're going to slowly and quickly, in fact, pick up the lead, and they're going to just hold this out for the rest of the 30 seconds.
Oh my goodness, are they going to manage to hold this triple cap here? No, he's eventually going to go down. They should be able to get that one back. But Moose to the 6th Street, they get the neutral, run round, and then pick off the 2 players who come to take you down.
We should start a petition to call it Moose mode, not Beast mode.
Like I said, if you get him in the position he likes to be in, where he's being massive nuisance, essentially. He just goes into this point where he just snaps and locks onto people, and it's very, very difficult to dissuade him from slaying everything like that. So it looks like second half, it's going to be 83 to 68 in favour of TCM.
Yeah, I believe that's 17 points to the TCM guys going into the second half. So once again, very similar. It was an 18-point in the first domination. Very similar situation for TCM going into this half. Infused, they need to be more of a nuisance in this point. It looked like Momo tried to do something like that halfway through the first half, but in the end, they couldn't make it happen, and TCM punished them. They had a good amount of communication. They lost a lot of kills in a vital situation, and it looks like they lost out.
Yeah, they certainly did. So second half time, let's see whether or not Infused can come back. It's 17 points. They can get past that. It's not
huge, especially on Octane. It's one of those maps that it's very difficult to take that B flag, so you need to do something special to actually take it for yourselves.
I feel like that might be a bit oversaid here. Difficult to take the B flag. Things like Sovereign are a little bit easier to do. It's easy to take it on things like Sovereign. It's not easy to really take it on things like Octane or Freight. Strike Zone is easy, obviously, to get B, the rotation on that map. But obviously, this is another one of those maps. For me, Freight's a little bit harder. It's more open, but it's the same thing on Octane. It's long sight lines, grenade traps. You got to make sure that realistically your team have control, or you're just going to get popped.
Well, the amount of times we've seen teams just sit on either side of the buildings with an LMG thermal and just basically raining terror on the B flag, just making sure no one can do anything, which is why rotations on this map are so important, getting round and being a nuisance in their spawn, just denying as many points as possible.
It is difficult. I mean, one man on those Jeeps can hold off all 4 players if he has to.
Absolutely.
He's got the cover. There's nowhere nearby, realistically, that you shoot from in your own sort of cover. The only thing you think maybe blue bus all the way at the back, but it's a long shot you've got to take. And like I said, it's a great position. Some of the greatest ARs will sit on there and just be complete terror. And even though you know they're there, they'll still just continue to manipulate. There's
nothing you can do. Yeah. Someone like Gunchi, if they get on there, there's nothing you can do. Swanee, in fact. Nothing you can do. Swanee's known for being in positions like that, floating around that area. If he wants, he can switch to tank. Obviously, he cuts down his sight line a little bit, but if he needs to get in those kind of positions, he can, and it just becomes so difficult for any team to kind of break in. It's just people with that kind of shot and that kind of aim, who are just basically flawless, will just hold out any team you want for days. It doesn't matter. They will do anything and everything to try and take them off it, and it just won't work.
It certainly will now. JT actually throwing a nade at him. He managed to get a hit marker there actually on his nade. We switch over to P. Smoker's gone down. B is now being lost. He's going to have to go and challenge for it. Fortunately, his teammate picks it up. Flux picks down PD though. And now Momo's going to go in. He's managed to get it down. Trophy system actually going to give him a little bit of cover visually as well as the grenades. And he should be able to secure this. Nobody's in a position to stop him. And he is going to be able to get it. Momo just went straight in and took that.
Absolutely. Infused doing a great job of coming out. All guns are blazing straight away. Watson's 5-0 already. We've only had 30 seconds into this game. And Infused just picking it up when they need to. And TCM just not really sure what they're doing right now. They need to wait for their teammate, but Infused are not letting up. They're relentless. They're going straight through apartments, and they're going to try and get this A flag as TCM are looking for some sort of rotation or to push onto the B flag. We've got one lone wolf actually going for the B flag, and Momo's going to double back with the rest of his team trying to make something happen. TCM spawning in apartments. Momo does get a fantastic headshot with the hip fire.
Watson is 7-0 currently at the moment. He's doing serious work. He's the reason that TCM can't move by the look of it. And now they go another kill for Watson.
Ooh,
no,
not 9-0. Does get shut down in the end.
There we go. It's going to be 8-1, but as we switch on to Momo, who's now sitting in B, decides close-up defense must be the best defense. Is he going to push forward, try to get some more map control? Surely he's been sitting, he has been. Monkey B taking him down. But they're doing a great job of holding now. It's 27-15, 12 points back into this. They've brought the deficit down to 5.
Absolutely, and it's Flux on board. Now he is going to pick up JT from quite a distance. Does, in fact, get the return favor on him. Marky B just walking through the middle of the map, going up this left-hand side to see if he can get the cap on the C flag. Going to move up into the top building. Just check if someone's up there. No one's actually there. There is someone downstairs on the Jeeps. He does pick up an easy kill on PE in the end. And it looks like lots of kills going down. TCM just struggling to get something going here. They're struggling to get the numbers in favor of their team so they can make a push for the B flag.
And it has actually switched in favor of Infused. If they can just kind of hold this around this point deficit, they will win. They are now 20 ahead on this side, down 17 from the last 3.15 seconds in this for a 2-1 cap. Flux now desperately trying to push forward, trying to push shot down, managed to get that one as well. Unfortunately, they're just not able to get enough numbers and enough strings of kills to actually lock this one down.
Well, it seems like every time they get a kill, instead of getting into cover or waiting for a teammate, they're all flying around the middle of the map, completely in the open, no cover, and just getting picked off easily. It's just it's a trade-off, basically. There's no advantage going in the favor of TCM, which is something they need to correct very quickly. Otherwise, they're going to find themselves at 2-all and going into a crunch time search and destroy.
Infused just seem to be all over them now. They're really dictating the pace of this one. You can actually see just in the scoreboard there, Watson is 12-3, Marky B, the other side, 4-9. 3-5 for Gunchi, 7-5 for JT. They are winning these battles in the middle. Marky B now finally got on it. They got 2 on. They have managed to capture it back here. Now Marky B picking that kill up as well, continuing to push forward. TCM Marky B now going to try and get some more macro toys. Going to see a player. There's a player to his left. He doesn't see him in time. Watson and JT using those ARs to devastating effect. Gunchi is going to go for the 3rd flag. Maybe to give a bit of relief here. But no, someone's actually going to call him on it. He's going to come around the corner right now. Gunchi does not able to make it. That gambit did not pay off. As Infused are going to be able to get this flag back again. Marky B desperately puts shots down, not able to lock it down as Infused pick it up at the same time, and they are still in the lead.
Well, it was unfortunate for TCM. They realized they had to get a triple cap to bring the deficit back in their favor, and Infused just punished them for it. They get one kill on Gunchi, and then Marky B went down trying to defend that B flag, and it's just not happening. It looks like TCM are going to find themselves going into a 5th map, something they wouldn't have liked to do. They would have liked to shy it out here, but it looks like Infused...
Don't count them out yet. They've managed to get 2. It could go either way. As I said, TCM continuing to push forward here. Can they try and clutch this one back from the jaws of defeat? 77-40 now. They really have to get back 10 seconds or so. Can they continue to do it? They have the time. If they hold this 2-1, they can do it.
Well, they could bring it back. Let's see what happens. Marky B trying to go huge here. He's really stepped it up in the latter half of this game. He's going to push around. He needs to try and get the C flag. It looks like TCM are going for it. He does pick up a kill on Petey, looking into the gas station to see what happens. No, grenades raining down. Watson with 2-piece right there. Flux is going to go flying onto the C flag, see if he can bring it back. No, Infused are going to take it in their favor. Flux just looking around, see if he can pick up a kill. And then while that's happening, Infused have made the back door onto the B flag, and that's going to go in Infused's favor. And I don't think TCM are going to bring this back now.
Apparently, it's only 3 seconds left in it. They need to get on it straight away. 4 seconds now. This is the crunch time. They need to get on it for the 2-1. They're not going to be able to do it. It's now triple cap or nothing. And it doesn't look like that is going to happen as both teams slug it out in the middle. All of TCM go down. That is curtains. They could have rallied. They were not able to. And it's going to be 2-2 between these two teams. It's time for map number 5.
Well, it's been a theme of hardships tonight. Just so many games being played tonight. There's been no 3-0s. There's been
there are no easy games in the Pro League.
It's just been a complete and utter hard-fought couple of games from every team that's played tonight, except for the default. But
yeah, that was really easy.
It's just been such a well-fought contest this evening, and it's been a pleasure to watch.
It certainly has. So 2-2, we are all tied up. Join us after the break for map number 5. Hello and welcome back. It's time for map number 5. It's the S&D to decide who wins this game. TCM and Infused will now go head-to-head one last time. See who will come out on top.
Absolutely. It's been such a great contest. TCM, the Freight Beast, and it's been Infused, the Octane Beast.
Well, this last map is neither of those, so it could be anyone's game here. Like I said, it is kind of curious here. Freight has gone to TCM, Octane has gone to Infused. Now, let's see who's better than just one map. It's going to be the Search and Destroy we're going to be looking at next, and you know what? I don't even want to guess who's going to take this one.
It's too hard to call. I mean, both teams are looking really strong in their own respective rights in some way or another, and I don't think you could really call it. You've just got to let them go at it.
Yeah, certainly will. So now time. Here we go. Time for the S&D on Sovereign. These two teams will go to war. First on board, it's going to be Moose.
Absolutely. Moose with the Remington. He's going to run down into controller room by himself just to make sure there is no flanks coming around, and it looks like the rest of the TCM crew are going to be pushing onto the B flag as he's going to chuck some pre-grenades into that control room in case some lucky guy does in fact push into there.
Let's see what we can do. Moose now pushing forward. Now Marky B we're on board with. Moose actually has gone back to just check and I think hook up with his teammates. They're desperately trying to get in here. Some sort of dance going on the stairs right now between these two teams. Marky B and Flux now looking like they're going to push in here.
Might be doing the hokey cokey or something, but they are in the top control room just looking at the B bomb site. Some shots being fired by one of the Infused members from the opposite side as Flux is just darting up and down into that window, and it looks like Marky B wants to go for the sneaky plant.
This is always difficult. You either go and challenge, open yourself up to a lot of angles here, long range, short range, someone around the corner. He's got to get this and get out quick. He's usually challenged here. His teammates are going to back him up. Somebody goes straight around the corner, challenge, not able to get a kill off that. No, it was PD Messi getting Momo. Shuts down, and now it's going to be Marky and Flux versus 3. No, it's not. It's just Marky, versus 3. He's got to hold him off for 32 seconds.
Yep, all he's got to do is just put enough shots down.
Here comes a pinch. Oh, he's got one.
Great effort. Let's see what he does.
He runs away again. He's got away. Is he going to wait for the player on the stairs? No, they're waiting for him. The problem is Marky needs to get in there, but there's going to be so many guns against him. He's now going for the check. He's seen one. Can he get the clutch here? No! PD says, no, you're not doing that today. I've got 3 kills of my own. And the defuse. It's game over. First blood to Infused.
I think Marky just panicked there. If he had just kept pre-aiming into that room, you know that one of the teammates is probably going to be sitting in there. He should have just kept pre-aiming, got that kill, and then backed off whilst aiming still instead of turning around and sprinting. I know what he was trying to do. He's trying to get out there before that Petey could have had a chance to react and just delay the time enough that he could not get the defuse, but it was an interesting move. He'll be kicking himself. He didn't get that clutch. Yeah,
unfortunately, clutching in that situation, there's never a right answer. It's like CoD time. We can go against just all kinds of things here. And like I said, he did really well at punching and moving, which is exactly what you should do in the clutch. And it's just unfortunate he couldn't get all 3 of them. But Momo picking up a kill there. He's now dropped his trophy system. He only has 1 man to back him up against 3 as he's trying to put this one down. And now let's see what he can do. Momo has managed to get it down. Unfortunately, getting out of this spot here, he doesn't really want to reveal himself. But at the same time, he wants to be in a position where he doesn't have to watch anything. He'll all go down. Marky Moose, pick off the kills, and there we go. TCM score 1 back.
Very quick round there for TCM as they're going to pick up the defuse with minimal casualties in that one. Pete was actually on a 4-point streak in that game as well, and there's 1 all so far. Very interesting. Let's see what the 3rd round gives us. Maybe we'll see some very interesting counter strategies like we did in the first Search and Destroy, which was an absolute joy to watch. It's quite interesting to see how well the other team could read the other one, and it did end up being a 5-all situation that went in the favour of Infused, and let's see if they can do it again or if TCM can prove them wrong and take it in their favour.
They are now on board with Moose, just playing this a bit careful here. Now this is a kind of a common TCM tactic. It's very difficult for enemy teams to kind of figure out what's going on here. Both teams will be looking for a pick. If they think the bomb site is easier to get to, the teammates will rotate round. So if Gunship and Moose and they've got A locked down and they can get in there, then you'll see Flux and Marky come back.
Absolutely, it's a fantastic little play and strategy from them. Lots of grenades going out just to give themselves some cover. Gunshy's still holding the ball. the bomb as he is moving down the right-hand alley. Just being very cautious, does pick up a kill on Watson, so that's going to be go time to move. He is going to put the trophy system down and go for the planters. Moose is still looking down that corridor. Gunsheet's going to go down. His back was not covered. And Infused just going to back off. They still got 3 members up, as we do see one of the TCM members is actually going to fly in there. And that's going to be an exchange there that happens. One of the Infused members coming from behind. He's just biding his time. He knows the bomb's going to go down. Marky still prone, watching the spawn sign there. He's adamant that they're going to be coming from there.
They're just waiting very, very careful here. Time is ticking away. Every second that goes, advantage to TCM. Marky B now holding here. He looks like he's looking for a poke here. Someone behind him. And I said, they're just holding you. You know what? They can keep holding. Now going into servers.
He can't possibly rotate. There's not enough time. There looks like they're trying.
all alone.
Looks like they're going to try and play for the kills.
JT gonna get Moose now. 1 versus 1. He's got 12 seconds to do it. I don't think he's going to do it. He's going to have to go for the defuse. Unfortunately, Marky will not pop out of there until he desperately needs to. Marky says, I know what you're doing. Out I come. And here comes the bullets to your face.
Absolutely. Fantastically played by TCM right there. Looked like the strategy paid off for them.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's a strategy they enact there. It's actually a little bit different that one. They didn't do a full rotate. They left Flux in place. And then as soon as they got complete control, Flux actually pushed up. He was like, great, now they're all going to look the other way. I can actually manage to move forward and try and do something here.
Very smart by TCM, in fact. And we're on board with JT. And it looks like they're going to go for the B bomb site, whether it's going to be an aggressive one or a bit more hokey-cokey dancing and prancing around the outside. We will have to wait and see. Oh, and it is a full-on challenge. Momo and Petey do suffer it for it, and JT is left in a bit of a situation. He's got to go and get the bomb with his teammate Watson, and it looks like, I don't know if TCM are actually...
bullets going down, and 2 TCM members now coming to flank. Watson says no, shuts down 1. He's going to come into second, though, throwing 2 to the side, but now it's going to be 1 versus 1. It's going to be Marky versus JT.
The thing is, I don't think TCM realised that the bomb is actually sitting on their stairway.
No, I don't think they know either. So the problem is, if they see it, then they'll know about there won't be a rotation. If they don't see it, they're going to be desperately trying to keep an eye on 2 bomb sites and get themselves in a good position for it. JT now moving forward finally, and they're going to go against each other here. They're going to say, no! CoD timing may have just ruined JT, as I think he's been seen.
I'm not sure Marky saw him either. He looked the other direction.
He's going to have him now. Takes him down. Marky B got that kill onto JT there. And it will be 3-1 in favour of TCM.
Absolutely. Marky B picking up the final kill for TCM. And it's looking like a very strong game from Marky B. He's had a bit of a mixed bag of a series, but it looks like on the Search and Destroy he's certainly picking it up. It almost came close to a 4-person clutch in the very first round, but he's certainly making up for it now, as they're 3-1 up in this game of Search and Destroy. Looks like a very aggressive push from TCM once again. Are Infused going to read it? Some stuns and grenades going to be chucked over. Infused not wanting to challenge it. It's in fact a smoke grenade. Marky's actually decided to go straight for the entrance.
Oh,
and it does pay off for him.
And he's now got forward. He's got the numerical advantage. However, Infused is going to know, well, we know you're definitely making a play at B now. And you can see them trying to stack up here. One gone on the flank. The bomb has gone down. It's now 3 versus 3. PD is taking down Gunchi.
Oh, there's 2 of them there.
Makes him make the shot. He doesn't manage to get it. Moves to Flux. Doesn't matter. Pick it up anyway. Flux has a bulldog up top there, as he is want to do usually. Watson is going to have to go up close and personal if he wants to defuse that. And that's exactly where Flux and Marky are going to feel comfortable. And they pick that one up. Marky B is currently 9-1 at the moment.
It looks like the SMG to assault rifle is paying off in the favour of TCM. They're running a lot more SMGs and bulldog. Compared to the Infused lineup, who are running quite a few ARs, it seems like. And it's once they're in that one-on-one situation, they're having to go to close quarters, and it's just not going to work out very well for them. And TCM are just punishing them for that.
They really are now on board with Watson for the attack. He actually switches out to the MTAR.
He might have heard me.
Starts to go a little bit more aggressive with his attack here, and it's kind of a similar. They managed to go for a split. Watson is actually going to sit. By B, I think he's playing hook, which basically means that he's going to wait for somebody to come behind his teammates.
Absolutely. And Momo's right on that bomb site. He is going to go for the quick plant as well, as TCM are too occupied with the B bomb site. And they're going to see that going down. There's still someone sitting in their spawn control room at the end of the hallway. He's going to have to wait and just give himself some time before he actually moves from there. Momo just electing not to move at all, and he's going to get snuck up on by behind. Has he caught it? No, he hasn't. 2 members of Infused going down now. It's up to JT and Watson to pull something out.
Look how far they are back from their own bomb.
Yeah, it's quite peculiar, but JT does pick up a kill it's down to Moose and Gunshi to make something happen. I think there's a defuse going on as well, and that kill doesn't
Watson
get picked
has to
up.
do something here.
Watson.
You managed to get one. Can he get the second one?
Oh!
Watson takes it and stops the bleed. Did they get the defuse off though?
No,
yes,
they
it
did.
was. The bomb was defused. Watson not able to actually do it in just about the time. It's now 5-1 to TCM.
Well, we could see that someone was on that bomb site, and you would have only expected them to be defusing. And wow, that was very unfortunate for Infused. They did so well to bring that back, and Watson especially did a great job getting that two-piece, but just a little bit too slow on the mark. And it looks like TCM are on a match point right now.
Yeah, Marky B stepped up. 10-2 currently here with 2 plants as well, so he has been working the objective a little bit. Gunshi is the man we're on board with now. It is map and match point. Can they make this one count? Gunshi looks like he's going to go for the plant now. Neither team has got a kill. They're stacking up at B. There's actually a 2-2 split once again. It actually sees him there at the corner and goes, oh, well, that's going to go badly for me. Flux now left alone in a 1 versus 3. This, for me, is going to be where Infused start to get at least a point back.
Yeah, I think Flux had 3 situations where he was last alive in the last game, and he couldn't pull them back, and for the 4th time, he has failed to pull off the clutch, but you can't really blame him in that situation. They do have quite a cushion to work with, so it's still all fair for TCM. They've still got a match point of 3 rounds to their favor. Let's see exactly what they can pull out of the bag to secure the victory.
Yeah, let's see what they can do. It's still match point completely here as we join on board with Infused for their attack. And Watson is man we are going to keep an eye on here. Momo 2-7 not having a great, but he's going Bulldog top.
Absolutely, Momo pushing up in there. Just getting a grasp on his surroundings before he pushes forward. Just checking no one's darting in and out. Gonna look on the stairs. Nothing there for him to pick up as he's moving into the second side of the building. Nothing there either, and he's going to check the stairs one more time, and it looks like he's going to be calling out to his teammates. This is a good time to plant.
If he had an SMG, he'd probably push a little bit further down, but he knows he can't take any engagement long range. So he's actually going to go back now, got the plant down. And the great thing about this is if he manages to displace correctly and just turns, anyone who comes to challenge him will get a face full of Bulldog.
Absolutely, and they are a man down at the moment. He does spot someone on the stairs, and he's going to get taken out by a Marky B grenade special. JT with the assault rifle, not really a situation he wants to be in when Marky B's probably rocking some sort of MTAR.
Oh,
it's an easy kill right there. Let's see, Gunshi gets a kill. Oh, Moose shuts him down with the AR. That's Infused gone, and that is TCM who are going to take the series. GG.
Look at the score of Marky B. It is 920, 1,020 now without the defuse. It is 12-4 as Moose decides to pick him off to make his stats a little bit worse. But great play from TCM there. They really showed just how good they are on S&D. Octane aside, they kind of made this one look a little bit more their-sided.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a good contest. It seems like both of these teams favor one map over another, but it came down to Sovereign Search and Destroy, and it looks like TCM just had the edge on them.
Yeah, they certainly did. So there we go. There is the game over. 3-2 to TCM here. That'll put them in the top 3 of the Pro League so far, of course. And you know what? I'm looking forward to see how this Pro League plays out.
Yep, absolutely. It's been a fantastic couple of games that we've seen this evening. It's been fantastic overall. We've still got quite a few weeks to go. In fact, we got 7 weeks.
7 weeks
as
of
well as
fantastic Call of Duty.
There's a transfer window, isn't there?
There is a transfer window. So you guys have seen the Pro League before, but this time round, we are allowing a 24-hour period for teams to resubmit their rosters. I believe it's May the 4th. Be with you. And that is when the teams will actually try and change up their rosters there. Maybe add in a sub, which are allowed. You're allowed 5 players on your roster. Obviously allowing for anyone being ill during the rostered schedule here because they have to play at specific times and they have to be there. So I'm looking forward to that and there, seeing who's going to resubmit their rosters for that one. If you guys want to join us for these games and everything, join us on the YouTube for all the VODs. Join us on Twitter at Gfinity. And if you want to go on the fantastic Spangly website, it's gfinity.net.
Absolutely. Hope you've enjoyed the games this evening, especially this one, and we'll see you next time.